Howdy, and welcome to Western Edge Living, presented by CHI St. Alexius Health Dickinson. I'm your host, Bill Polinick. Thank you for tuning in. And from our staff and all our sponsors, we wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It's been a fabulous year. Our show has grown tremendously, and we have you, the viewers, to thank for that. 2025 looks very promising, with even more interesting conversations with interesting people about interesting things. And 2025 marks the beginning of what we hope is a long partnership with North Dakota Horizons magazine. They will be back on our show coming up in February. On today's show, we're back at CHI St. Alexius Health as we introduce you to yet another great employee, Dana Glauser. Dana is originally from the New England area and has held several positions at the hospital and has earned her way to the position she holds today. Dana Glauser will be coming up here in just a few minutes. And later, we chat about the 12th annual Fireman's Chilli Cookoff, which is scheduled for January 18th at the Astoria in Dickinson. Southhart, Gladstone, Dickinson, Taylor, and Richardson rural fire departments are all involved in this fun event, and organizers Trent, Landis, and John Pierce will be here to tell us more. So there you go. Another great show is coming up. So get another cup of cocoa and stay where you are, because Western Edge Living, presented by CHI St. Alexius Health Dickinson, starts now. Merry Christmas.
CHI St. Alexius Health Dickinson presents Western Edge Living.
Western Edge Living.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you.
Pretzel lovers. The Thirsty Pretzel, located inside the Worst Shop in Dickinson, features 8 flavors of pretzels, with more to come. Choose from honey mustard, French onion, dill pickle, and more. And gluten-free pretzels are available. The Thirsty Pretzel also has granola, caramel crunch mix, and snack mix. Various quantities and gift boxes are available, and they deliver to Dickinson businesses. Find the Thirsty Pretzel on Facebook, call 701-590-1499, or stop in at the Worst Shop. The Thirsty Pretzel. Medora Boot and Western Wear in the heart of historic Medora. Open 10 to 5 every day, but closed Tuesdays. Boot is their middle name, and they have over 1,500 pairs of boots in stock for all ages and sizes. They also have the all-new Higher Boot with many new styles, Western clothes, belts, caps, hats, and more, including a great line of toys and Longhorn wall decor. Medora Boot and Western Wear for the cowboy and cowgirl in you.
Medora Boot and Western Wear.
Service Pro Express Lube, now open on East Fuller Dickinson. Gets your vehicle serviced quickly and you're back on the road in no time. No appointment required. You don't even get out of your vehicle. They utilize Service Pro oil, the only oil produced and refined in the U.S., and it meets or exceeds vehicle manufacturer requirements. Plus, they top off all fluids and perform multi-point inspections. It's part of what's offered at Service Pro Express Lube. Students looking for a part-time gig? Inquire at Service Pro Express Lube. Ask about the Scholarship Incentive Program. Service Pro Express Lube, East Fuller Dickinson, next to Lucky's. For over a half-century, North Dakota Horizons magazine, the official state magazine of North Dakota, has shined a light on the many assets of our fabulous state. Each quarterly issue features 32 colorful pages filled with stunning photos alongside intriguing stories. And there's also the North Dakota Horizons Scenic Calendar with even more breathtaking images showcasing the beauty of each season. Subscribe today, purchase a calendar, and fall in love with North Dakota again and again. Details await at ndhorizons.com.
At Poncheros, we put a lot of work into building every burrito to last for about 10 minutes. Poncheros. Come build your better. At Poncheros, every tortilla starts as a small ball of dough then it's fresh pressed to perfection. That's just how we do it. Poncheros. Come build your better.
Howdy from historic Medora and Little Missouri Saloon and Dining. We are open 7 days a week all year round. Little Missouri Saloon and Dining is well known for great food, great drinks, and great times. Lots of folks find our menu to be very unique and satisfying. Nobody leaves here hungry. Find out more at littlemosaloon.com. Come check us out. You won't be disappointed. See you at the Little Missouri Saloon and Dining in historic Medora.
Today's episode, we get the privilege of meeting yet another employee at CHI St. Alexius Health Dickinson. It's Dana Glaser. Dana, thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'll be honest, in my position, you kind of want to learn a little bit about your guests prior to interviewing them. So I went on Facebook, and lo and behold, there's a lot of men in your life, a lot of males, a lot of boys.
Yes, there are.
You and your husband, Dan.
Dan.
Who's a school teacher where?
He teaches at Dickinson Middle School.
Okay, and then you have 3 sons. My goodness,
Yeah.
I bet they're all out for sports, aren't they?
They are, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Should mention, too, that we're recording this about a week before Christmas, so I bet everybody's pretty excited in your house, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be a good time. My oldest son is a freshman in college, so he's home on break, and my other 2 sons are at the high school and the middle school, so everybody has a good time to get together.
And Mom is a nurse practitioner at CHI St. Alexius in Dickinson. How long have you held that position?
I've been a nurse practitioner for 5 years and been a nurse for 15.
Okay, we'll get back to that here in just a bit, but let's go back to your early days. You went to high school in New England. Is that where you grew up, in New England or nearby? Or?
Yep, grew up in New England, went to New England High School and graduated from there and moved on to my college days, tried a few different things, and then decided to go back to school for nursing. And attended Dickinson State here in Dickinson.
Talk about the nursing program at Dickinson State when you attended. But we hear so many great things about that program, and I'm sure that you experienced some of those things, huh?
Yeah, they say the Bachelor of Science of Nursing is one of the hardest degrees, and it truly is. It's a lot of work. It takes a lot of dedication. And I had a great experience at DSU. I had great professors and great leaders. I was able to complete my education locally and get a job right out of college, and so everything worked out really well for me.
What was your first job out of college?
My first job was at St. Joseph's Hospital, working on the medical surgical floor.
Okay, so you were there during the transition from the old hospital to the new. That had to have been an exciting time. In the history of the hospital.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's been 10 years already since we've moved to the new facility. It's crazy because you talk to people and you still say the new hospital, and it's hard to believe it's already been that long.
What is a nurse practitioner, first of all?
So a nurse practitioner is an advanced degree nurse, and so I personally have a master's degree. There's a doctorate degree as well for a nurse practitioner, but it's just an advanced degree, so we take on a little bit more responsibility. We continue to provide that nursing kind of care, that kind of nursing approach to helping people manage their health and their wellness. And then, we see people in different settings, clinic settings, hospital settings, outpatient, inpatient. I myself, I work at the clinic in an outpatient setting in family practice. So I see a variety of patients from their wellness visits to their sick visits to everything kind of in between, old and young, kind of anything that needs to be done.
You see people when they're at their worst, trying to get them to be at their best. Talk about what that does to you personally. I mean, you've got to probably take on a certain level of mentality sort of thing to empathize with them and give them the courage to go on. How do you do that? I mean, that's got to be just so difficult.
I mean, I think just understanding where people are coming from. Nobody is perfect. Nobody wants to be sick. Nobody wants to be in those situations. And so trying to help guide people through that and get them, back to feeling better and being healthy and moving forward to continue that, I think is probably actually the most enjoyable part of my job. of course, we want everybody to feel good, but when somebody doesn't feel good, we want to be the one that's there for them to get them what they need and maybe where they need to be.
Based on some of the other employees that I've met at CHI St. Alexius, it seems like the hospital, the higher ups from those employees, it seems like they give you what you need to do what you need to do. Is that a pretty fair assessment?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I think we have the ability to do quite a few things here locally for people and keep people in Dickinson, but also having the understanding and the recognition of when more is needed. And I think it's very important that that is recognized and people can get the things that they do need.
Okay, going back to the old hospital, were you a nurse practitioner there at St. Joseph, or
Nope.
you acquired that title after the move? What did
Yes.
you do at the old hospital?
So when I started at the old hospital, I was a LPN, so a 2-year degree nurse, and I worked on the medical surgical floor. And then when I got my registered nurse degree, I worked with home health and hospice, and then I ran the cardiac rehab program.
Okay. CHI, St. Alexius Health, embedded in the community. You have to be so proud of that facility and the things that they provide you to do your job and the things that they provide the people of Western North Dakota. It's very evident that they are embedded in our community, and you've got to be so proud. You see yourself doing this long term, I mean, going forward.
Yes.
Do you?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Yes. And the things that I do outside of work, I know reaching out to the people at CHI that can help with maybe donations or volunteering and things like that. Just CHI is so very supportive of the things that are going on in our community that sometimes not everybody even knows about. And I think it's really important that we are a facility that gives back.
Okay. So
and just takes care of our community.
Yeah. So having said that, you work closely with the foundation, Shanna and the team.
Yeah,
there.
I mean, I wouldn't say like closely, but when I need something, they're definitely there for me, and they're willing and able to help with the things that are happening in our community that everybody might be able to take part in.
You know, we've been partners, Western Edge Living and CHI St. Alexius Health, for quite some time, since summer.
Yeah.
And you think Shanna should come on this show? She hasn't. We've reached out to her to come. You think she should?
Yes. I mean, I think that would probably be like your best interview you could possibly do would be with her. She knows way more about the ins and outs and the things that are going on with CHI. I think she'd be a great interview.
I don't see how she's gotten along this long without being on the show. The only thing that she told me was she got new tires on her car, but I know that it goes a lot deeper than that, right?
Yeah, I would hope so. Yeah.
You mentioned that you do work outside of the hospital. What are some of the things that you do for the hospital outside of the physical location? And what do you do when it's Dana time, when it's mom time?
Well, I mean, when it's mom time, I guess most of the time I'm running after whatever my kids are doing. Yeah, I would say my hobbies are watching them. My kids are very active in sports, and that's something that I enjoy doing and watching them participate in. I like to take pictures at their sports, and so that's kind of my thing. I like to see them in action and capture it.
I think you and Dan like to travel a little bit too, don't you?
Yeah. We spend a lot of time traveling for our kids' stuff. But yeah, family kind of spread out a little bit, so travel and see family and do things like that.
Well, good.
Yeah.
So glad you joined us today here on Western Edge Living. If I hadn't called and asked you to come on the show, what would you be doing right now?
I would be seeing patients.
Seeing patients.
Yes,
That's
which
what
is
you
what
do.
I'll be heading back to go do.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Is there any questions that I haven't asked you? Any information that you feel might be of value to our viewers today?
Yeah, I mean, I think CHI is doing a really good job right now of bringing more in for our community members. We're getting new providers, more providers. We're adding new services. Something that I'm adding new is some cosmetic services along with Kelly Glick, who's a physician's assistant at the clinic. And so we're offering different things along those lines. So cosmetic, like Botox.
Yes, that's what you saw them. They're looking like, yeah, okay.
So, some things that people like to do to help maybe enhance their own beauty. We
Really?
also do, we also do some Botox treatments that help with migraine therapy. And so we've really kind of tried to expand on that a little bit more.
Is this something new? Is this a new service at CHI? Or
So the Botox for migraines, we've been doing for about 2 years. The cosmetic services, Kelly has been doing for about 10
okay.
with CHI, and then I think she did some prior to that as well. And then for me, the cosmetic portion of it is something new that I'm adding to my services.
As I mentioned, I met many employees at CHI, St. Alexius Health, from Carol Enderly on down.
Yeah.
And today I met you, and I see a common denominator. I see a level of care that really puts me in a good place thinking about what we have available here in Western North Dakota.
Yeah.
Dana, I thank you for what you do, and I thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you. I
appreciate
it.
you.
Appreciate you.
You bet.
Thanks.
Dana Glauser, our guest today here on Western Edge Living, presented by CHI, St. Alexius Health Dickinson. Coming up, we're going to talk about a chili fundraiser coming up in the chilly month of January, right here on Western Edge Living, presented by CHI, St. Alexius Health Dickinson.
You know, I got 2 home runs.
You got 2 jacks.
And then my grand slam, I signed the ball for you.
Okay.
And it says, Papa, I love you.
Why did you do that?
Because you taught me everything about baseball.
You're so sweet.
The worst shop in Dickinson, the best darn sausage in town. Their products are backed by 6 generations of authentic German ancestry, meaning they are as they have been for hundreds of years. Folks come from near and far to enjoy their steaks, hamburger, country-style sausage, and much more, including seasonings, cheese, and of course, Coogan. The worst shop features a great atmosphere to enjoy and absorb as you browse. Stop by Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturdays 8 to 4. The best darn sausage in town and more, all at the worst shop. Medora Boot and Western Wear in the heart of historic Medora. Open 10 to 5 every day, but closed Tuesdays. Boot is their middle name, and they have over 1,500 pairs of boots in stock for all ages and sizes. They also have the all-new Higher Boot with many new styles, Western clothes, belts, caps, hats, and more, including a great line of toys and Longhorn wall decor. Medora Boot and Western Wear for the cowboy and cowgirl in you.
Medora boot and Western wear.
Service Pro Express Lube, now open on East Fullard Dickinson. Gets your vehicle serviced quickly and you're back on the road in no time. No appointment required. You don't even get out of your vehicle. They utilize Service Pro oil, the only oil produced and refined in the U.S., and it meets or exceeds vehicle manufacturer requirements. Plus, they top off all fluids and perform multi-point inspections. It's part of what's offered at Service Pro Express Lube. Students looking for a part-time gig? Inquire at Service Pro Express Lube. Ask about the Scholarship Incentive Program. Service Pro Express Lube, East Fullard Dickinson, next to Lucky's. Over a half century, North Dakota Horizons Magazine, the official state magazine of North Dakota, has shined a light on the many assets of our fabulous state. Each quarterly issue features 32 colorful pages filled with stunning photos alongside intriguing stories. And there's also the North Dakota Horizons Scenic Calendar with even more breathtaking images showcasing the beauty of each season. Subscribe today, purchase a calendar, and fall in love with North Dakota again and again. Details await at ndhorizons.com.
At Poncheros, we don't just make burritos. We build them for a full-on flavor experience when you eat it. Poncheros. Come build your better. At Poncheros, we mix our ingredients so that all the right stuff is in all the right places. Poncheros. Come build your better.
Howdy from historic Medora and Little Missouri Saloon and Dining. We are open 7 days a week all year round. Little Missouri Saloon and Dining is well known for great food, great drinks, and great times. Lots of folks find our menu to be very unique and satisfying. Nobody leaves here hungry. Find out more at littlemosaloon.com. Come check us out. You won't be disappointed. See you at the Little Missouri Saloon and Dining in historic Medora.
Boy, I tell you, there's a ton of things you could be doing right now, but look at you. You're watching a great TV show. At least I like to think it's a great TV show. It's Western Edge Living, presented by CHI, St. Alexius Health Dickinson. I'm your host, Bill Polinick. You can call me Wild Bill. That's what these guys call me anyway. It's Trent Landis. Good to see you.
You
with
too,
the
Bill.
South Hart Fire Department.
Yep.
All right, and we have John Pierce
Good to see you,
Yeah,
John.
thanks,
You're
Bill.
with
Gladstone
Fire
Yep.
Department. I talked about an event coming up in January. I alluded to that in the last segment. And by golly, this is the 12th year for that Chilli fundraiser on a cold January night at the Astoria. And it's a fundraiser for several different fire departments. Besides Southard and Gladstone, who else is involved?
Dickinson and Taylor.
Dickinson and Taylor, okay.
Riverton.
And these are the rural fire departments.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a fundraiser every year. And do each one of the fire departments that are involved, do they make money on that? Do they get donations?
Yep. So whatever we raise gets divided equally through the 5 departments.
Okay. John, you told me about a goal that you had this year, and you're halfway there already. Talk about the numbers that came up for the goal.
So when we first started organizing this year, we decided to put a goal towards this just to see what we could do. So we just put $120,000. We kind of did some math and figured out what departments need to purchase and what it's going to cost, and we're halfway there already.
60,000, over 60,000, isn't it?
Yep.
That's amazing. I mean, people really like giving to organizations such as rural fire departments.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Why do we have these fundraisers? What is needed? Where does the money go to for each department? I suppose each one's got their own specific needs, but for example, Gladstone, you raised some money for the Gladstone Fire Department. What do you need?
So in the past couple of years, we've helped our board purchase new trucks, new bunker gear for our firefighters, communications radios, just other equipment to stock the trucks. Like for example, if you were to bunker up 20 people at $5,000, that would basically take care of our goal money. Wow. That's how expensive stuff is.
You're a tight group, the fire departments, Trent. You guys all support one another. You have friendly rivalries. What does it mean to you to be part of the Southard Rural Fire Department?
Oh, I mean, you get kind of a chip on your shoulders, and I mean, when you're going to fires or I mean anything helping out, it feels good.
What kind of year was it for Southard? Did you have quite a few calls this year? It was kind of a dry year.
Yep, Southard wasn't bad this year. We had a bad structure fire in July, which wasn't great, but other than that, it was actually a pretty quiet year for us, especially through those windy weeks and hot. That we were very fortunate.
Yeah. And gosh, this event has taken on a life of its own. I remember when it first got started, it was popular then, and it just seems to have grown and grown and grown. Talk about what's going to happen on January 18th, John. What's going to go on? It's a Chilli Cookoff.
Yep.
Explain that.
So right now we have 20 booths entered. That's the max booths we can have. So businesses, each fire department does a chili booth. There's even some out of town people, like some guys are coming from Bismarck to do a chili booth.
Really? Wow.
So it's kind of a competition amongst all of us. Doors open at 5:30. Silent auction will start at 5:30. You come in, present your ticket, you get in, you can walk around, taste everyone's chili, go around and look at the silent auction stuff. Live auction starts at 7:15.
Is there still an opportunity for folks to donate for the silent auction and the live auction?
Yes, absolutely. Up until January 18th, even after that, we've had a lot of people reach out to us and want to help with this event. If someone wants to sponsor us at a certain level, there's opportunities yet. If businesses or individuals want to do a live auction or even a silent auction, like a gift basket or something, they can reach out to any one of the 5 departments, or they can email me or text me or call me, or if they know of a fireman, just get a hold of them and they'll set you up.
Yep, your email is coming up on the screen, and so that we can just use that email and get a hold of you that way. And you're very you've got a Facebook page too that you're the administrator of. You're very responsive on that too, and I see a lot of logos on there from a lot of businesses. That tells me that you're getting a lot of support for this, aren't you?
Right. And that's what I kind of like about this year is, I mean, in some of years past, if we forgot about somebody that donated money, I mean, we're getting it done right away and making sure it's getting publicized and that people are supporting it.
One big thing we talked about before we went on the air was the fact that if a family would like to come, this is a family-friendly event.
Absolutely.
And what is the age limit for kids to get in free? I think it's 10, right?
Kids 10 and under getting free. Yep.
Oh, great.
Yep.
Great. Talk about some of the prizes. I see firearms. I see cash. We can. Is that going to be part of what folks can win?
Yep. I'll let Trent talk about more on that. He's
What do you
the
got
one
for us there? Hey,
So,
grinder.
There's we get a lot of game prizes like selling hats for a chance at winning a gun. So they pick your number of hat that you bought, then you win a gun. Whole bunch of prizes like that. There's tickets to the UND in Moorhead. No,
fireman
hockey game.
Hockey game.
Okay.
Yep. Those are on the live auction, so you get a chance at getting box seats tickets and quilts. There's Jack Daniels barrels with glass lids on them.
Well, having been at that event about 6 out of the last 12 years, I know the tables are full. There's a lot of great prizes and a lot of fun to be had, and there's music and there's live auction, and we got the guys from Stockman's Livestock are coming to do some live auctioning. And
absolutely.
Then talk about my buddy Bob Tuttle. He's always involved in this event. He's got the disc jockey service, Entertainment Explosion.
Yep. He gave us a pretty good deal on coming out and helping us out again this year. Basically, just as a DJ, we're not going to do a band or anything. It's just too busy. So he'll have a sound system there. If room allows it, he's going to bring a bounce house. We're going to have that camera dress up where you can put bunker gear on and get pictures taken with your friends or family or whoever. So yeah, he'll be there. He'll be there with the music this year again.
Okay. John, what's your day job? What you build birdhouses in the backyard, or what do you do?
I should start. No, just farming.
You're a farmer. Where's your farm at?
South Gladstone.
South of Gladstone.
Yep.
Okay, and I know this guy, Trent. I see you in our neighborhood with that shiny red truck every now and then. You got a hay grinding business, huh?
Yeah, a couple of them anyway.
Oh, great. That keeps you going.
Yeah, it's been a year.
Okay, keep that wind down so that hay doesn't blow away, huh? Yeah. Well, as we wrap up here today, is there anything that we haven't covered that you think that our viewers should look at?
I think we pretty much covered it all.
Make sure it come with full pockets.
Yep.
Oh, there you go, and an empty stomach, because we'll fill that too.
Yeah, there's a lot of great prizes. There's one gun in particular that means a lot to Gladstone for sure.
Talk about that.
So our past chief, Joe Warner, who we recently lost a year and a half ago, his son reached out and bought us Henry Golden Boy gun. It's a firefighter memorial engraved gun. And so we're getting sweatshirts made with Joe's number on it and Gladstone's logo, and also the Starr County emblem on it. And we're going to auction those sweatshirts off for a chance to win that gun.
Okay.
And it's a beautiful gun.
You have that now?
It's in Dickinson, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Has it, so.
January 18th at the Astoria, and what time do the doors open?
5:30.
5:30 that's a Saturday night.
Yep.
I know last year we had NFL playoffs going on. We had a Packers game rolling, and you're very accommodating. I don't know what the schedule is for the NFL this year, but if we do have a playoff game going that day, I'm sure
we can make it work.
We'll figure something out, right?
The Astoria will make it work. Yeah, they'll have their big screen up there. We'll have some sponsorships going through that screen. What we're auctioning will be up on that screen. So there'll be some slideshows going on, but yeah, we'll accommodate that.
And I thank you for asking me to be the master of ceremonies. There's nothing I like more than being the loudest one in the room. So
no, we love you.
That opportunity. Yep. But it's a fundraiser for Southard, Dickinson, Gladstone, Taylor, and Richardson fire departments, the rural fire departments. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. Trent Landis, thank you,
Bill.
Sir.
Thank you.
And John Pierce, thank you for joining
Bill.
us today.
Yep, appreciate
All
it.
right, and good luck. We'll see you on January 18th.
Sounds good.
And thank you for watching Western Edge Living, presented by CHI St. Alexius Health Dickinson.
Western Edge Living.